What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? As you guys know, you know, I go by your boy. I go by your name by the name Myth. 2.0. And today, you know, today we're going to be talking about black communities. You know, especially those communities that are southern. With communities who have a slave heritage of slavery. You know, we're gonna deep dive in the video. We're gonna be talking about how a lot of modern American black people are blind in their own communities. You know, and when I tell you that us as African American people, if you live in communities in Mississippi, Alabama, full black communities who go back way back to the slavery times, um, you're literally sitting on billions, millions upon millions of dollars of revenue. This is a public service announcement for, people who want to see the vision that I have, the vision, a vision that will make generations upon generations of African American people wealthy. You know, this is what we're talking about today. So if you guys are not ready to learn something new, you know, learn about the the modern day African American and, you know, slavery, sharecropping, and stuff like that, you know, then you're in the right place. So, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the subscribe button, thumbs up the video. So, guys, I was looking at a video, right? And they was in these so-called rough neighborhoods in Mississippi, you know. Um, and a lot of these neighborhoods in Mississippi, a lot of these towns and neighborhoods in Mississippi, they're predominantly black, meaning that these are black towns, you know, and a lot of slaves, when slavery was abolished, a lot of African American people started to, sharecrop with slave owners because they didn't know how to make money. So, in a lot of towns across the South and all our black communities, a lot of these places, African American ex slave owners ended up owning these towns, meaning that a lot of towns like Selma, Alabama, a lot of towns in Mississippi, black owned, Caucasian people moved away, and left everything, left the land, left a bunch of old buildings from slavery, from those times. A lot of people left because they say ain't no work. Well, guys, we're gonna talk about how a lot of you guys are sitting on millions upon millions and billions of dollars right now. You do not have to work for anybody else, but modern American black people, you know, of modern American black people, if we could get together and actually change and work together, this is the main reason why those communities are in dysfunction right now. So much land, like in Mississippi, black owned town, like meaning that this town was taken over by an African American man, not taken over by force, meaning he worked and invented an African American town, and now there's probably a population of 2,000 people, 5,000 people, and now you see a bunch of black people sitting around talking about. I was listening to them on a video. They're talking about we gotta leave just to have fun. Ain't really nothing going on here, so we need to leave. We gotta leave and go get jobs and stuff like that. The jobs that left, you see, modern American black men and black people do not know how to come together and unite. They do not know how to come together and unite, guys. These towns, say for instance, guys, you got a town in Mississippi, black owned. They got a bunch of abandoned houses. They got a bunch of abandoned warehouses. That sounds like a plenty of work to me, doesn't it? Doesn't that sound like plenty of work, guys? They got a bunch of abandoned houses, a bunch of land, a bunch of abandoned warehouses, So modern American black people, they'll look at the houses and cover their eyes. Oh my God, they just won't fix these houses in our neighborhood and stuff like that. When you can buy those houses in your neighborhood and fix them up for pennies on a dollar. And so what I was thinking was, if all modern American black people got together, and every week in this town, everybody get together, have a whole town meeting. Everybody get together, have a whole town meeting, guys. And everybody in the city work regular jobs, or they got some type of income coming in. But once or twice a month, put $5 or $10 in a pot, the whole community. Put $5 or $10 in a pot, and then buy those abandoned properties. Create our own jobs. You have to, if nobody's going to give us the money, if the banks ain't going to give an individual the money, we can go off and get the money together if we work together. And we can create our own Walmart, first and foremost, our own grocery store. First and foremost, we're going to want to take one of those vacant buildings and create a grocery store. We're going to want the old people to in the community to work on the land. Meaning that since Caucasian people that left the community and they left all this land that's abandoned that a lot of black people not using because they don't know how to acquire properties and stuff like that, we're going to buy up piece by piece. And the first thing we're going to do, we're going to create a grocery store. And the older people, the grocery store is not going to be just like any other grocery store. There's going to be people in the community with their own stands in the grocery store. We're going to sell everything in there. Electronics, food, steaks, pork chops. We're going to have old people working in the fields. We're going to have old people working in the fields, planting fruit trees, planting vegetables, planting potatoes. And we're going to pour all that money into the community. And you tell me, And all we got to do is let go of the hood mentality, let go of the thug life mentality, and get together. We're going to have to, get together, vote. We're going to vote on our mayor, you know, vote on our mayor. And in this store, you can get everything. And we're going to hire families to put their businesses into this building that we have. There's going to be a grocery store. There's going to be a building for all people. People selling clothes. Like we're gonna go to China and order all type of electronics. This is how we're gonna bring back the black community, guys. The only way to do that is to drop the hood mentality and work together. The only way to do that is to drop the hood mentality and work together. Let me tell you, got down a lot of these towns that are black owned. Something happened back in the day where everybody and their mother wanted to be gang. Everybody and their mama wanted to be gang. Everybody want to be rappers and stuff like that. Everybody's jealous of each other in the black community. Everybody want to steal something. Like everybody's stealing and not letting everybody else live at peace. You got young guys walking around with guns and stuff like that. We're going to have to remove the bad people out the community and get rid of them. Send them to prison. We're going to have to work with the federal, state government as African American people. And when we grow our own cotton, we can negotiate however much we want for this shit. But a lot of people not going to listen to that. A lot of people are not going to listen to that, guys. There's literally a $1 billion industry in the black community. But the thing about it is nobody wants to come through. Nobody wants to come and build new houses, new apartments in black communities because you got a bunch of guys walking around drinking beers, like committing crimes with AR assault rifles. Walking around lost, don't even own nothing in the community. It's crazy. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy that you have a bunch of blind modern American black people, who will not work together. When you can create jobs, like that's why I don't understand why we got people like Denzel Washington. We got people like Kevin Gates who come from black communities, where our ancestors were slaves and the whole town's abandoned and the crime rate's horrible. And all it takes is not even $1 million to just start it. Would take 50 to 100,000 just to buy up the building, start fixing it, get a group of 10 skilled modern American black men and pay them what they're worth. Plumbers, electricians, carpenters, landscaping, and then we clean up the crime in the neighborhoods. We get our own asphalt crew to fix the roads. We don't need white people to come to our community and fix our roads. We work with the government and stuff like that, but we need the industries to do it ourselves. It's crazy. The Cobra Effect said 50 Cent did that shit in Atlanta and Louisiana. It ain't big enough. Because he needs to go through and somebody needs to go through a community. I'm not talking about every community. Every community needs a leader, bro. They need chiefs. Every community needs chiefs. And the thing about it, in the black community, the chiefs get killed. Nobody don't want the guy who stands out, who looks like the leader, who's smart. They're like, oh, who this nigga think he is? Who he think he is walking around talking this and that? He don't know what he talking about. They get jealous. But in order to move forward, you have to have somebody with the vision. So Kevin Gates got to go through the community and get everybody on the same page. Because why is it that all these towns, black towns that were slaves would work there, sharecropping after slavery was over. They sharecropped it. They earned land. And there's a bunch of abandoned houses. It shouldn't be no homeless people in the community because the whole community working together. It shouldn't be no crime in the community because everybody don't need for nothing. Because we're so wealthy. But modern American black people don't see the wealth. And they don't know how to access it through the dysfunction that they see in their communities. The only thing they see is when you driving down the street, the only thing they see is a burned down abandoned house. They don't know that they can buy that. They don't know they can tear that down. They don't know they can put a playground right there. It's crazy. That's all they see. Oh, look at these abandoned houses and stuff. White people need to come and do something about this. Why don't you do something about it? Why would you want somebody? If I'm somebody else and I'm going to do something for your community, I'm going to buy it up for myself. It's crazy. It's crazy, guys, that there's so much opportunity in black communities, but the only reason why we can't get to it because everybody's worrying about Kim Kardashian. All the dudes worrying about NBA YoungBoy. And Fleece Johnson. It'll be real. A lot of y'all worrying about Fleece Johnson. Gang gang. Yeah. I got the AP shooting it up, making the value of the community go down. There's nothing wrong with having firearms, guys. There's nothing wrong with having firearms, but when you're going around robbing people and you're not doing the right thing, you just carrying it around, intimidating people. Waiting to catch a charge. The only thing you're doing is making it where good white people not going to want to come buy a house in your hood. Good Asian people not going to want to come and buy a house. They ain't going to want to come and spend. They're going to say, why would I spend $200,000 with this bitch nigga? He don't even know. They don't even know the value of nothing. They're bad people. A lot of people think that African American people are stupid. Guys, if there was a bunch of Spanish people in a black community where there was a bunch of abandoned houses, best believe those Spanish and Mexican guys and women will buy those houses up. They will buy those houses up and fix them up. How about that? If there was Asian people, only Asian people, and they had a bunch of abandoned houses in the community, they're going to buy those houses in the community and they're going to fix them up. It's going to be Chinese stores everywhere, nail shops everywhere, big houses everywhere. They're going to have Lambos, Benzes, Lexuses, beautiful women walking around everywhere, dogs and everything. If white people come to a black community and it's a bunch of abandoned houses and it was all white people and they had to stay there, they would buy up all that shit. Why is it that black people are the only people who let their community stay like that? You know, why is African American people the only people who let their community stay like that? You guys let people come through the hood shooting it up, and you know who did it. And what if that dude turns on you with that firearm? You ain't gonna tell. You ain't gonna tell the police. You ain't gonna try to get this dude up out of here or nothing. Oh, he a real nigga, man. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm mind my business. You know, we got kids walking around and nobody gives a fuck. Nah, nah, fuck that. You have to snitch. You have to. There's no way around it. You have to snitch, bro. Just being 100 with you. You have to snitch because just because we're black, there's good people and there's bad people, bro. There's people who will grape a woman every day. They'll snatch a chick up, a young chick, and grape her every day. There's guys out here who got blood in their mouth. They done tasted before. They go around popping everybody. And y'all talking about no snitching until you get smoked. Because the thing about the black community is y'all in the black community, y'all so stupid, y'all let all the criminals run free. Oh, they just kids with them scraps. Man, I'm calling the police on all them niggas. Yeah, all them underage 14, 15-year-olds with them Dracos standing outside, and you ain't no black person gonna call the police. Why? Knowing them dudes stealing y'all cars. Knowing them dudes having sex with y'all daughters. Knowing them dudes selling dope to the old people in the community. All that shit. Black, it's something wrong with Africa. That's why I don't rock with, I don't rock with a lot of African American people, bro. That's why I be like, man, like it's so much money in black communities and shit. But I don't know, bro. Black people on some other shit. Y'all on some other shit, bro. Every trend that come through, instead of y'all getting y'all own shit together in y'all own neighborhood, every trend that come through this motherfucker, here y'all go. Balenciaga, Gucci. Bitch, y'all got cotton fields. You can make your own Gucci. You got a whole cotton field that white people left slaves when slavery was over. You can make your own Balenciaga. Black people are stupid, bro. I'm African American. I don't vouch for the bullshit. I don't vouch for the bullshit, bro. I'm being 100. If y'all don't see that a lot of modern American black people are on bullshit, listen to all the rappers. Listen to all the female rappers. Yeah, this wet ass puss. You know what I'm saying? Real ass, give a fuck about a nigga. And y'all rocking with that shit though. Y'all rocking with bitches like Glorilla. Fuck Glorilla, nigga. Y'all rocking with that shit. You hear me? Y'all rocking with the King Vons. Y'all rocking with the NBA young boys, nigga. Y'all rocking with that gang gangster. You hear me? And y'all missing out on billions of dollars in your own community because y'all wanna go around and fight each other, steal each other's stuff. You know, a lot of you dudes be having sex with dudes' wives while they at work. Be real. In the black community, and a lot of you dudes having sex with children. Because black people don't pay attention. They so worried about everybody else shit, they don't pay attention to nothing. A lot of these grown men in the black community, y'all are out here with kids. Yeah, I see everything, bro. How about that? I'm just being real. All the shooting and stuff that's going on, all the shooting, everybody talking about, I'm pro black. The white man that killed, what's his name, in Minnesota. What's that dude now? I forgot the dude name. The dude, George Floyd. Man, I fuck with, man, I'm about to go riot. They didn't kill George. You don't even give a fuck about your own community. You don't snitch. Y'all don't snitch. The fuck you worried about? He got God. Y'all ain't snitching. So now y'all soft now. Y'all soft when a white person do it to you. But when black people do it to each other, it's all good. Oh, he was standing on business. He was standing on business. You know, that's what's up. That's what's up. You know, that what's up, young blood. That what's up. Gang gang. Yeah. Only thing I see is a whole community of people living in a fantasy world. The women want guys with Lambos. They'll give it up. A man can literally have HIV. A man could, let me say it again. A man could literally have full blown AIDS and go to the black community in a Lexus, a new Lexus. And I bet you my bottom dollar, every woman that he talks to, if he got that sack and he got his money right, but he got full blown AIDS, all them chicks gonna be like, oh yeah, he got money. He can take me out here. I'm about to put it on him. Now tell me I ain't lying. The females, if you pull up in a Lambo with full blown AIDS, you think chicks gonna ask you? This dude's literally giving black chicks that shit faithfully, and they don't give a fuck. Black chicks don't give a fuck. The only thing they care about, which is so dysfunctional, is money. You got some money? Can you pay my bills? The whole time this dude giving you a virus that you can't get rid of. Because you like, oh, he can't have nothing. Look what he got. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm being 100. A lot of y'all fake in the comments, y'all. A lot of y'all fake. Y'all don't want to hear the truth. But this is exactly what's going on. Exactly what's going on. How about that? And if y'all rocking with me, man, y'all rocking with what I'm talking about, let me know y'all rocking with what I'm talking about. And drop, man, we doing $10 super chats. How about that? How about that? We doing $10 super chats. If you rocking with me, show some love. How about that? How about that? Anybody can support the channel. We accept gifts. We accept super chats, members. If you, I'm gonna tell you guys like this. If you stay in one of those small towns, which a lot of African and most African Americans in this country do, and you see those abandoned houses in your community, and it looks decent enough where you can fix it up and you going through hard times right now, you better buy that bitch. You better buy it. Julius Cole with a 6'7". I'm telling you, guys, if you're in the black community, you don't have to let the other black people know what you're doing. Go to the county, go to the treasurer's office. When you see those abandoned properties that look decent enough to buy, go to the county's treasurer office. And every house in the country has to pay taxes. And the taxes override the mortgage loan and everything else. So that means if a house has been abandoned for 5 years, that means if you go to the treasurer and the state took ownership of that property, that means that you can literally buy that abandoned house for about 5-10 grand. You can buy that house for about 5-10 grand, brother. You ain't gotta sleep outside. And don't let nobody know what you're doing. Only good people. You know, because You can't let everybody in the black community know what you're doing because they gonna get you. And it's sad it's like that you can't be like, hey brother, the only thing you gotta do is do what I did. No, they gonna come in your shit. And this is why I say we gotta get rid of a lot of them. The bad ones. The ones that can't get right. We want to live a peaceful life in the black community. A lot of us don't want to stay around a lot of white people. They don't even understand us. We don't want to stay around, but I mean, we don't mind standing around because they ain't gonna do nothing to you. They ain't gonna rob you. They ain't gonna, they ain't gonna beat you up or nothing if you stay around white people or Asians. But a lot of us want to stay around our own people. But we can't do that. We can't do that because y'all knuckleheads, that goes for the females and the niggas. Y'all knuckleheads running around fighting everybody with the guns and the drugs and the prostitution and all that shit. Y'all causing nothing but mayhem for good people. That's why the majority of the people who are in the hood are bad people, bro. It's sad. But it's a lot of money in the hood, guys. If you can withstand the hood and black communities, you can them abandoned houses, warehouses, buildings. In some towns, and like in Alabama, the whole downtown is abandoned, meaning that you can literally buy one of those buildings for 25,000. You just go to the county. The county will be happy for somebody to open that building up because it's been abandoned for 20 years. And you come through fixing it up, about to create revenue for the town. You know what I'm going to have in my store? Cops can drink coffee for free. Cops, and every Sunday, I'm going to have donuts for cops. And every day, cops can come drink coffee for free. Because these gang niggas ain't protecting the neighborhood. Y'all ain't protecting the black people. Y'all ain't snitching. Who else? I'd rather get the police free coffee and be cool with the police than a lot of y'all fools. Y'all ain't protecting them. Y'all trying to get over. Most of y'all trying to get over every chance you get. Get jealous. You ain't never been nowhere in life. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't even been to a beach. You ain't lived no type of good life. You from Section A with a single baby mama. How about that? You from Section A with a single baby mama. From a single baby mama. Don't know nothing about life. Can't even think for yourself. What we gonna do with that? Can't do nothing with that. But guys, if you guys are rocking with what I'm saying, yeah, firefighters, free coffee. People who work in hospitals, free coffee for me. And I'm gonna have big coffee machines. We're gonna have different flavors. We're gonna have some Cuban coffee. We're gonna have some Colombian coffee. We're gonna have all that. How about that? But the thing about it, guys, if you guys want to support the channel, if you guys rocking with what I'm saying, then go ahead and support the channel. We just have Organic Productions with some support to the channel. He's not the makeup brush and some other things, some hundreds. Then we have my boy Julius with the 6'7". Oh yeah, I be trying to give people the advice. They don't listen. Motherfuckers don't listen. Oh yeah, Blaine Smith already. I be trying to tell them. Trying to tell them. And that's what's wrong. You see how it's still people in the comments joking and stuff? You know what my dad told me when I was, my dad retired out the military as a senior chief. My dad was a senior chief, then he was a master chief in the Navy. And you want to know something my dad told me when I was young that I didn't get at the time? He said, like a lot of these guys in the comments talking crazy. He said, a lot of these dudes think they bad. And this is what I'm talking about. If you got guys like this in the black community who's still making fun, they don't care. But when they end up in prison and they talk bad to the guards gonna say, I thought you were bad. You know, when them lights go off, and when the lights go off and you in a cell with a dude who specialized in taking the booty. And then the police in there are not gonna save you. The guards, you ain't got no firearm, nothing. Not gonna save you. And the only thing they're gonna say is they're gonna laugh at you and they're gonna say, I thought you were tough. You made all them jokes, joking around, playing games with people. Now you in a place that you know what I'm saying? Now you know how many young black people are in the chain gang? 13, 14, 15 years old, killing people, walking around thinking they NBA young boy, and all that. Because of the way black people raise their people. Y'all raise y'all. It's dysfunctional how a lot of modern American black people raise each other with their baby mamas, you know, and shit like that. And then you end up in prison. You end up in prison. You know I be saying a lot of guys walking around with these big ass AKs. When I used to be in the black community, and these dudes be so skinny. Like me, I'm like 200. I'm like 200 and some pounds. A lot of people think I'm big, but imagine me in your cell. Imagine a dude like me at my size, but solid, like 200 some pounds, but solid muscle. And he be in there doing boppies, push-ups all day. And you come in there as a little YN and you all skinny talk about, oh, people fat, man, I'ma beat you. Like a lot of you dudes in the comments who talking shit talking about I'm fat and I look like this and that. I'm just saying, you guys gonna end up somewhere where somebody's gonna beat you, bro. You're gonna end up in a place where somebody's gonna beat you. You're gonna end up in a place where nobody can save you. The guards don't give a fuck. I done heard stories about prisons where they got a whole dorm room full of booty bandits and new guys come in all the time. They come in all the time, you know, stealing people's shoes and stuff like that, and then they get their manhood taken, then they get out of prison, act like they ain't even sweet, acting like you ain't even did nothing behind bars when you a fruitcake the whole time. Yeah, but a lot of you guys be talking crazy, like about my weight. Like I'm telling you, bro, me, you, if I just so happened to be a bad person one day and ended up in a jail cell, and one of you guys came in my cell talking shit, and I'd have been there for a long time already. I've been there 10 years. You ain't nothing, no tricks around this jail, this prison. I don't know. Literally, the guards not gonna come. They ain't gonna come to the morning time. I'm gonna beat you all night long. I'ma beat you all night long, bro. Because because a lot of you guys are kids. You guys have never been in no real situations. That's all you do is talk about people. You know. Then you end up in a bad place with Felice Johnson waiting on you. Oh, you ain't got no where your ARP at? Where your ARP at? How about that? Where your ARP? A lot of you guys be like, Unc smoke a lot of cigarettes and he big. I ain't big for no reason. I had to get big like this with all these bad black people out here. I had to get big and not be weak. But a lot of you dudes are small, bro. You're small. Can you imagine prisoners in prison who just been there? Eating noodles. They eat noodles, bro. Doing push-ups. And here you go. You done beat up some old lady or something. Here you go, strolling into prison, 19 years old, and they put your bitch ass in my cell, nigga. I'm like, I'm hollering at all my homeboys. I'm like, as soon as I figure out what the fuck this nigga got going on, this nigga, one of those, we gonna beat this fool. We gonna beat you, bro. Every time we catch you out the cell, I'ma beat you. How about that? We gonna we gonna make an example out of a lot of you dudes. You know, cause a lot of dudes go to prison and they get so frustrated and angry, and they be like, "Oh man, I love women. You know, I love women so much." And then dudes come in, you know, they love kids. You did something to a child. You know what I'm saying? You to kill some innocent person. We gonna beat you, bro, just for fun. We gonna beat you. I already believe in multiple gods already, homie. I don't give a fuck. I will beat you, bro, with these, homeboy. Nigga, I'm gonna give you, bro. I'm telling you, it ain't nowhere you can go. Nowhere. I'm goddamn chin checking in that bitch. Pow, nigga. How about that? How about that? How about that? This is my home. Gotta survive. I'm gonna beat you. How about that? Freedom is better, Doug Fresh. I'm just trying to scare a lot of these dudes out there who be talking shit. That's all I'm doing, trying to scare people. That's it. It's crazy. I'm just telling you, a lot of you young dudes out there, I'd have been there before. Young and dumb. Going breaking in people's houses and all that shit. No, bro, that ain't the way, bro. That's not the way. You're gonna end up in somewhere where people are frustrated. Goddamn, I ain't seen my mama in 10 years, bro. How about that? I got kids. I ain't seen my kids. My kids are grown now. I'm in there, I'm in there crying every night, frustrated. Like, fuck it, bro. How long am I in here again? 25. I'm going to die in here, bro. How about that? And here you go. The little YN come in. Do. I'm about to test the waters. I'm about to go and try to steal some shit from a motherfucker and all this shit. I'm about to come here and be big, badass. I'm running shit. No, you ain't. And a lot of times, a lot of your gang leaders who've been in prison for a long time, a lot of these gangs and guys been in prison for 20 some years, them dudes fucking other dudes, bro. And you don't even know it. And they could probably gonna violate you, your own people. They gonna get you. Talking about do it for the set so you can be in there a lot longer. How about that? Mm-hmm. How about them apples? You know, folks just don't know. That's how I know a lot of you guys who be in the comments talking about, oh, he fat. Oh, you think I'm fat all you want to. I'm trying to tell you, real this little fat that I have, it's not that much now. Don't get it. I got a big ass back too. Big back. And my head is huge. My arms are huge, humongous, bro. All it takes is imagine me with no cigarettes, eating noodles, start doing push-ups and hitting weights and all that shit. And here your ass go. I've been doing this shit for 10 years every day. 10 years reading motherfucking books and shit. Sitting in a cage. And you come in this motherfucker and we've been watching you the whole time. We've been watching you on the news. We like, bro, they about to send this nigga down here, bro. I'm like, hey, G, hey, homie, hey, soon as that nigga come down here, bro, we own him. We own him. As soon as he come down here, we gonna check that fool. How about that? Yeah, I'm not fat at all. I'm not fat. I'm thick as a motherfucker. No homo. Like my dad's like 6 foot and skinny, and he always been skinny. But I take out to my mother. My mother's stout, and she like what I'm saying. She just stout, and she was a fighter. I take out to her, bro. How about that? My sister take. It's crazy because my sister takes out my dad after my dad. My sister's beautiful, skinny, light skin, tall. But me, I'm that stocky dude. I'm the stocky fat guy. I'm the bad one. I'm the firstborn, the bad. I was the bad apple. I was Johnny Bad Appleseed. How about that? It's crazy. But if anybody want to show love to the channel, now's the time. Super chats and gifts. Anybody want to become a member? You got to think about it, guys. In the black community, think about this, guys. Think about this. You buy those abandoned houses in the black community, the abandoned houses. If you're going through homelessness, you could be homeless for a year and work for 6 months. 6 months out of that year, you save up about 5 grand. Go to the county, ask them what houses can I get, the abandoned ones. How much taxes do they owe so I can own this property? And would you rather lose your life naturally being an old man sitting on your porch? Guys, can you imagine the beautiful women? Like, yeah, the house was ugly, but now you're a homeowner. You can literally go get a mortgage out on a house that you built yourself, $100,000, $200,000, and you already own a house. So you take that $100,000, $200,000 that you just bought the house for 10 grand, but you fixed it up. Now you go you can go get a mortgage, take 200,000 and open your own business. I'd rather sit there as an old man, at a house. When it rains, it's raining and it's lightning, knowing that this is my property. And the women, if you got the right ones and you the battle testing them, You know, a lot of these women need men. A lot of these women struggling with it. Don't get it twisted. There's millions of women struggling with it. Beautiful women too. Wish they had a dude with a house. You know how many Venezuelans, thick as a motherfucker, the Venezuelans, thick as hell, looking good. Wish they knew an American with a house. She'll mop the floor with a bucket and some water and a towel. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Show some love to your boy, man. Show some love, man. Super chats, gifts. If you guys rocking with what I'm saying, you know, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Yeah, you homeowner. And nobody gives a fuck that those houses was abandoned because once people see, you to cut the grass, the trees that don't belong there, you to chop them down. You know what I'm saying? The house is exquisite now. You got new hardwood floor. You got rugs where the rugs need to go. The bathroom is spotless. Kitchen clean. A whole abandoned house. Imagine how abandoned. If you've been to the hood and seen an abandoned house in the hood, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? When you go, because when I was young, I used to go through abandoned houses. Just because I was just young and dumb. Go through them. And the toilets will have shit. And the tub will have shit. And there's piss everywhere. But you bought that house. And now you done put new shit everywhere. You got new wood in there. Fuck wood grain on the whip. You put wood grain in the house. You put wood grain in the house. Yeah. How about that? New rugs, new roof, new windows in that motherfucker. You got a strong door so nobody can kick that bitch in. You probably edited the door and put a screen door in front of the door. You got a strong door, plus you got another door, screen in front of the door. Got the bars on the window. You got security cameras, 3 bedrooms, and it's just you. And if you a single man, you could be fucking the shit out of hoes in that bitch. Nigga, you a homeowner? Which I wouldn't go around telling people that. I'll be like, yeah, I rent this shit. And then when I get with a chick, I'll be like, you stay with me, you gonna have to pay some rent. How about that? So she paying rent the whole time, don't even know you own it. Cause she's probably just trying to use you anyway. So you still making 500 a month off her and getting the head and getting the pussy. And shit, and you ain't tell her shit. You ain't running off telling her, "Oh yeah, baby, I own this house. This house worth about 25, quarter a million. It was abandoned. I bought it at 10,000, but I'm so smart, man. You tell a woman that, you dumb. You know, you tell a woman that, you dumb. She gonna get you. Said, don't hurt. We've been going there for an hour, guys. Going there for a whole hour. They're giving away that sauce, liquid. You know, with fresh tomatoes. How about that? Yeah. Rodeo Bone said, "I'm gonna start reading comments, guys." He said, "But I have free will." Yeah, everybody got free will, but most of us human beings, we want the same thing. And if you a man, all men want the same thing. He want a place he could chill. He want respect, and he wants some tight ass for JJ. He want some good head. You know what I'm saying? How about that? Stacy Shepard said, "Dang, you still smoking?" Yeah, unfortunately, I am. Unfortunately, I am. Parlay Pimpin said that hunter in the crib is crazy. Facts. Yo, guys, get your money, players. Get your monies. Get your monies, players. You know what I'm saying? Get and guys, the only way to make it, you gotta get the properties. Property. And ownership, guys. Ownership. Fuck renting. Renting ain't shit. God, now when you own that motherfucker, that's something. Yeah, I didn't ban you, Joshua. We don't respond to bad comments in here. Thank you. Thank you. You all are my friends too. How about that? I hope so anyway. Yeah, renting is not cool at all. You know, all them extra fucking fees. It was like, God damn, motherfucker, another motherfucking fee? They got a fee for the place house. They got a fee for the fucking play area, the barbecue area down there. And I don't even I ain't use that shit not one motherfucking time. You hear me? All the fees. They go up on rent every month, nigga. I'm like, damn, y'all go up on rent every month? God damn. You hear me? They ain't even going every year no more. They going every month. The rent is up, y'all. How about that? Phantom Man, don't smoke a cigarette. Cigarettes do not taste like a cigar. The only thing that's gonna happen is you're gonna end up addicted to them. Like me as a smoker, I want to advise nobody if you never smoked, I don't advise you to smoke because the only thing that's gonna happen once you smoke one, you know, I used to smoke weed at first before I smoked cigarettes, and then all my homeboys, because I was stupid, they smoked cigarettes. That's how I got addicted. And so every time they smoke a blunt, they be like, "Dang, this cigarette hit." Oh man, we be high as fuck, and I be like, "Damn, bro, let me hit that motherfucker." And then the more you hit it, you're gonna get addicted. That's how I got addicted. Don't do it. Don't do it, George. Don't do it. How about that? Yeah. Vaping is. I think vaping is better than smoking, but vaping is too young to know what the hazards of it is. Hopefully, it's nothing though. Hopefully, it's nothing. So, guys, we're about to have an Arctic blast over here where I live at. It's gonna be like negative some degrees. You know, it's crazy. Ain't nobody supporting the channel today, guys. I know it's some big money in here, man. Come on now, y'all just sitting on y'all gifts, sitting on y'all super chats and shit. Man, show your boy some love, man. Y'all rock with me. You know what I'm saying? Send your boy some super chats, some gifts. How about that? If y'all want the funk and the real shit, y'all better yeah, yeah. Yeah. Y'all want that real shit. I'm gonna give y'all that real shit every time. But if you want that dull down shit, then don't super chat. Don't send no gifts. How about that? A lot of you guys who talking crazy in the comments, your comments will not be read. Matter of fact, I took a shower earlier. I might hop back in there. I might hop back in the shower. How about that? See, you see, I told you guys don't support the channel. Super chats the gifts. This is what happens. Then I'm gonna end the live. I'm gonna end the live in a minute. You know, I'll give y'all the free entertainment and the real shit for free for at least an hour. But as soon as the channel, the live's not making no money, I'ma holler. He said you actually the funniest screamer. Y'all sure don't treat me like I'm the funniest. Y'all treat me like a stepchild, man. Y'all treat me like a motherfucking stepchild. Honestly, guys, you guys are lucky I even went live today because I wasn't gonna go live today. I didn't go live yesterday either. Yeah, if you guys don't want me to end the stream, guys, you guys gotta support the channel. Like this getting into my time, you know what I'm saying? My time. Time is money. If I ain't making none here, I'm gonna go somewhere else and make some. Oh, trust me, you is not my only troll, Jacob. You is not my only troll. I got hundreds of them. I got hundreds of them. I got trolls worse than you. How about that? Horrible trolls. Mean, conniving, devious. The only thing come up in the chats is something crazy every time. Yeah, you ain't trolling like the mother trolls, I tell you that. You ain't trolling like them. All trolls are mean. How about that? All trolls are mean. That's why they call you a troll. Trolls are ugly. How about that? Have you ever seen the movie Troll? Troll 2? They got a movie called Troll. Go watch it. Look how ugly that is. So that's how I know everybody who a troll, you ugly. To even call yourself a troll. Yeah, I might stay on for another 20. Maybe. I might stay on for another 20. He called me a troll master. He called me a master troll. That hurt my feelings, man. I appreciate you, Jacob. Glad I make somebody's day. Glad I make somebody's day. Lord, Lord said trolls make keep it more real. It definitely does until they start talking real foul in the comments. Real foul. He's looking for the three. Bounce back out. He misses. Motherfucker, he hit it. Motherfucker hit the three. Ain't that some shit? Yeah, I seen he was looking for the three and he hit it. I'm watching the sticks, guys. He's looking for the three.